You're watching Daily Dish.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Daily Dish. October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month, and throughout the month, we'll be featuring a coalition of agencies across Utah dedicated to stopping the violence.
Today, we have Jennifer Campbell, the Executive Director of South Valley Services, with us. Jen, thank you so much for being here.
Now, absolutely.
You are all about supporting the voices. How is your organization doing that?
Yeah, well, a big thing that we're trying to do right now is through this month is really getting the message out that everyone serves a role in stopping violence. Sometimes when we hear about acts of violence, we feel really much at a disadvantage. We don't know what we could have done or what could we help. And so our goal this month is to get that message out that there are things that we can all do every day that could help mitigate and stop violence and the horrible outcomes that we have been seeing recently.
And what is the mission, the campaign to stop the violence? What can we do specifically?
Yeah, and so I'm going to give the website. So it's stoptheviolenceutah.org in case I miss anything. So everyone can go on there and read up and research that. But there's 4 main areas that we look at ways that individuals can help. The first is education. Understanding that domestic violence exists, that it's happening in our communities, that there's different forms of that. It doesn't look the same for everyone, and that individuals need help. Recognizing and understanding how to respond to those incidences and where to refer them for help is a big step. Next is advocacy. All of us can be amazing advocates. In our home, we can have homes that are places of nonviolent work. We can teach our children how to be nonviolent in their interactions and their engagements. We can spread that out into our community. In our schools, they should be places of nonviolent education. In our churches, in our community groups, all having spots where we talk about how to be safe. And then we also look politically, how to vote for individuals that have this as a platform, want to legislate and help us in different laws. We like to work towards prevention, looking at how do we model healthy relationships, how do we also help in bystander intervention. If we know someone, what do we do to safely intervene? And then last, we need to really help invest. We need to invest in services that are doing this work, both through our time, like in volunteering, also through finances and helping support, and then through donations. Our agency and other organizations need common donations like toilet paper, paper towels every day of our work.
I love that you're talking about educating people on this because it's a very tricky thing to understand unless you maybe have been there or know somebody who has. It doesn't always look like what you think it's going to look. It's very insidious.
Yeah, exactly. And so we try to start with the idea of power and control and help people recognize that we all should have our own power to make choices and do the things that we want. And if someone is coming in and taking those away from you, that's a violent situation. That helps people understand this on more of a broader scope than just thinking it's just physical violence, because violence can take many forms.
And I think we need that message now more than ever, the awareness, and thankfully we have this month to talk about it and every other day, but you have seen a rise in cases, especially during the pandemic.
Yeah, homes were already experiencing stress, but then when you had the pandemic come in, those experiences of being isolated, being away from our supports, our community supports, all of those perpetuate tools that are used by perpetrators of violence to increase that inability to connect with help. And so we watched that over the pandemic. We saw a rise and an increase in the series of violence that we were seeing, but also the inability for people to access services safely.
So speaking of accessing services,
yes.
Tell us where you're located, who can get a hold of you, when we should be getting a hold of you.
Yeah, so anyone can call us anytime, 24 hours a day. For South Valley Services, we have a hotline, and all of our providers do. Our number is 801-255-1095, extension 0. Anyone can call us. If you're in an instance you need help, or if you know someone who needs help, reach out anytime and we'll be there for services. We primarily serve West Jordan and Salt Lake County, but we also partner with other organizations throughout the state, and we'll help you connect with them as well.
Jennifer, thank you so much. It is visit stoptheviolenceutah.org or go to svsutah.org for more information for the 24-hour helpline. Again, it's 801-255-1095 for anyone right now who is seeking help or knows a loved one who needs help. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.